I'm Adam, and I'm talking to Wayne from Cuff the Duke. How's it going?
Good, good.
Your new album is called Morning Comes. It's your 5th album. It's out now. Do you mind talking a bit about the concept or theme of the album?
Well, it didn't really start out trying to be a concept, but it is certainly, ultimately the songs on the record all sort of have a general theme. It's broad, but it's fundamentally all about, moving on and sort of that new chapter in our lives. Like you said, it's our 5th record, so, in many ways it's kind of a departure from previous things that we've done, and it's sort of we felt it was a statement about where we were moving to in the future. So, and we also had so many songs written that we had enough for the 2 records, so there is going to be a follow-up record, sort of a part 2 to this.
And I read in a press release a quote from you where you said, this one, Morning Comes, is the low, and the next one's the high. It's a pretty high low.
Yeah.
It's really, it's a very upbeat sing-along.
Yeah, musically it's very upbeat. Lyrically, I think I was referring more to the lyrics. And that this one's a little more down, like a little more somber, questioning, and there's a lot more doubt in the lyrics. I think in the next record it'll be a little more affirming.
Interesting. Well, it definitely has a spontaneous, guys just making music kind of sound.
Yeah, it's kind of the joy of recording with Greg Keeler, actually. He kind of brings that to the table.
Hey, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk about a few songs from the album.
Sure.
Count on Me is the first single.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can tell me about the background of that? That's the one that starts off with that kind of smooth, broken beat.
Yeah. It's we're going for like that Bo Diddley kind of vibe off the top.
And kind of George Michael's Faith. I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
Yeah.
But
I guess he ripped it off first.
Oh yeah.
Should have known.
Yeah. The secret's out now.
Yeah. Well, don't tell anyone. Oh wait. Yeah. That was kind of a song that happened pretty quickly. Occasionally, when I'm writing, the lyrics will come as around that, so it was all pretty quick. That song kind of came out.
Sorry, I lost it here. I don't know why this thing's flashing. Rude solo. There it is.
Sorry, I picked that up after the last question.
Ask him about the first song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Count on Me is one of those real sing-along kind of ones. It starts off with that smooth, sort of broken beat.
Yeah.
Anything you can tell me about that? How that one came together?
Yeah, well, we were going for the sort of Bo Diddley vibe.
Right. Yeah.
And then sort of that song, as I wrote it, those lyrics just sort of came with the song, kind of the melody and words sort of fell out of the sky, so to speak. So, and then I kind of built the song around it, and it kind of had that. It was one of those tunes sometimes when you're writing where you think you've written another song because it kind of came very easily. You know what I mean?
Oh, like
so I thought,
this
can't be something that I'm writing because it's kind of just all fallen into place so simply, But it was just, so I played it for the guys, and they didn't recognize it, so we went forward.
Fair enough. Well, the opening riff does sound a bit like George Michael's Faith, in the best way possible.
Yeah, all right. Well,
after that, it's all your own.
Okay, I'm not offended
No,
by that
I'm not
comparison.
Okay. Standing on the Edge is, well, I'll stop saying it, but another one of those real catchy sing-along.
Yeah, well, that's good. You should keep saying it.
Okay. It's every song on the record, really.
Oh, right. Awesome.
Anything you tell me about that one?
Actually, you've kind of pointed out the 2 songs that were similar in their writing. Now, Standing on the Edge was a little more involved because I wanted to have a solo progression, so that sort of is quite different from the rest of the song in its vibe. But other than that, like the melody again, Standing on the Edge and that melody, the lyrics and melody came at the same time, which I don't too often do. Normally I have all these songs written with melodies, but the lyrics always generally come later. So that was a big part of why this record was so, I really wanted things to have a consistent theme across the board, lyrically.
Right. Yeah. And when you write a song like that, do you just take it in and the band, each member individually adds their parts?
Yeah, absolutely. Occasionally I might have an idea for, like I might reference a song, but we work on things together very much as a group, and they'll kind of dissect it and make suggestions to the arrangement or maybe a little melody tweaks. So we all kind of work on things together.
Okay. Another song, I'm forgetting the name of it. We were just talking about it.
Oh, You Don't Know What It's Like?
Yes, that one I was also curious about.
Actually, that was a song I wrote a few years ago, and it was always kind of kicking around, and I think we maybe even demoed it or possibly recorded it for a previous album, and it just didn't make it on. We weren't happy with the recording, or I hadn't. I wasn't quite happy with the lyrics at one point either, so I kind of went back to the drawing board with it, and so we kind of dug that out. Actually, it was Paul's suggestion who brought up that song when we were in the studio, and I actually I did have it finished. So yeah, we kind of got to that one, but I can't really remember how the writing of that one came about, because it was probably about 4 years ago I wrote that one.
Oh, more kind of subconscious inspiration, maybe.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, possibly, yeah.
And so that's an older one, but you found it fit the theme
Yeah, it
of
really
the new songs?
fit the vibe of this album, we felt. And you know, it's always, you know, exciting when one of the other guys remembers a song from a couple years ago and says, "Oh, we should rehash that one," because they really dug it. So,
Right.
you know, it's good to sort of work on those ones.
Okay. A couple more questions. Any ETA for the second part of the concept album?
It'll be exactly a year from now.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be next October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And touring in the meantime?
Yeah, touring. We're doing a cross Canada tour. We're heading west first. We leave on October 18th, and then we do Ontario, and then we'll go to the East Coast in the new year.
Okay.
And then American dates when the album comes out down there and stuff.
Okay. Last question. What's got your ear now? What bands are you into? Or
I'm
songs?
really into the new, or not new, but the latest Tame Impala album.
Okay.
Kind of a
yeah.
really heavy one. I've been really into that. And the new Wilco. We're all huge Wilco fans, so they can do no wrong for me.
Right. You don't have to say that.
No, I don't have to say that.
I know you meant. All right. Wayne, thanks so much for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Good
Yeah, I
luck with
appreciate it.
everything.
Thank you very much.